Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Zacharias. We are back with more of Geneforge 2 Infestation. Let's go ahead and continue. I just took care of the salt marsh area. And honestly, like I've said before, it's honestly fun playing as an agent. I know it said that it was going to be more harder without creations, but I'm having fun with it. And I like being able to recruit Cyphar, so I could get through this just fine. But leadership is key in order to do that. Yeah, pretty much all the creatures now are very neutral to me at this point. But before we proceed, we're going to clear out the rest of the area. Okay, I do remember that these creations back here are hostile, so if you're doing a pacifist run, then just don't bother searching the whole area. Oh, the freaking poison, though. That's what's getting me. Hey, how strong are these things? Freaking claw bugs? Hold on, let me check the stats. Armor. Okay, how come I'm doing better with this, but not with the freaking... Oh, BS. Oh, BS. Yeah, how come I was doing better with physical, but not the, Enough of the freaking terrify effect. Good lord, that took forever. But that's the price you pay to not make a creation. You rely on other things. But yeah, if you're going the pacifist route, you're gonna have to avoid exploring the rest of the region entirely. Like how I'm doing better, combat-wise instead of with these instead of with the freaking. Well, I'm more effective with these than with the melee attack than I am with like firebolt. And of course they're neutral, so they're not going to back me up in a fight or anything. Okay, let's switch back to this. Oh no, there is no Village back here. So yeah, Agent is definitely challenging, but I think it's a little bit more fun, to be honest. But you don't want to explore any of those paths if you're going the pacifist route. Just so you don't have to worry about attacking those unless you can do it. I guess if you convince Cypher to go in there and fight them, then yeah, maybe. But even then, I think you would just prefer to go down the path I'm on. Alright, but let's go ahead and see Shanti real quick. I will investigate the region. I have destroyed a strange creature in the woods outside. What? Describe it again. You do so. Shanti shakes her head. I have never heard of such a thing. A creation variant unrecorded at the Citadel? And here? This is not good. Not at all. Explore further. No matter what the danger, we must learn the secrets of this valley before we return. Even one mad person performing unsupervised shaping can do incalculable harm. I met an interesting person named Sharon. Yes, I was able to slip out and meet with Sharon as well. She is enigmatic. Why am I butchering this word? She is enigmatic at best. That's the best you're going to get from me, sorry people. But she did lead me to believe that my suspicions are correct. Something is wrong here. Very wrong. I, like you, wish to leave this hostile place. However, no matter what the danger, we must learn the secrets of this valley before we return. Even one mad shaper creating strange creatures can do incalculable harm. There is an area northwest of here with lots of dangerous traps and rogues. Interesting and expected. Whatever is the source of the rogues in this area, it makes sense that they would put the strongest defenses near their source. I know it is risky, but explore that area as soon as possible. I have nothing to add right now. Alright, the hunt continues. Stay safe. Yeah, I'm having so much trouble with words for some reason. Okay. Okay, so I completed that quest. Nice. So with that in mind, since we did finish out the rest of Salt Marsh, let's go ahead. And I won't be able to convince that Drake yet, so I'm gonna have to come back here. Let's go ahead and head here. The Slong Mine Tunnel went abandoned for a long time. It is in use now. Someone went to great effort to keep you from investigating. The floor is solid stone. Before the mine was originally abandoned, paths were worn smooth by many generations of survival laborers. The tracks have been repaired for easy transport of materials, and a nearby cart looks new. The floor is covered with a thin scattering of dust and mold. Not many creatures have been through here recently. You grimly suspect that, if you are to find what has been going on in these peaks, and what happened to Barzal, the answer lies in the darkness ahead. Okay, not gonna worry about coal. Here real quick. I definitely want to try the pacifist route, but not on a recording. It will have to be separate. You notice a single pair of footprints in the dust on the floor. Human footprints wearing boots. Someone traveled through here just ahead of you. As you examine the tracks, you hear someone walking towards you from the north. Clumsy, loud footsteps without the slightest attempt at stealth. A thought suddenly lurches at you out of the shadows. It is not a rogue, it is very fresh. In fact, it's hastily made. It was created to serve for a short time and then just sort of fall apart. When it stumbles out of the shadows, you see that it has something in its hand. It takes a good look at you, then it makes a gurgling noise and lurches towards you, trying to hand you the object. It's a scroll. Who created you? The thought opens its mouth, but only a wet, gurgling noise emerges. It was very hastily shaped. It can't talk. You unroll the scroll, wipe off some of the moisture, and read it. Apprentice, I had little time to leave this messenger. I slipped by the guards outside. It is now clear that Shaper Zachariah has been hiding something up here. That sneak. I will proceed and see what I find. You must do the same. You have adequately completed all the tasks I have given you. You are approaching competence. We will find Barzal and get a lot of answers. Good luck. We need to meet up in the highest peaks and make plans as soon as possible. Agent Shanti, Envoy of the Council. What was the pod I picked up? Oh, shielding pod. This chamber is a supply depot where parties unknown have spent some time sneaking in supplies. From here, they are put into carts and rolled into the darkness. To where, you aren't sure. Though this complex has been abandoned, it is not without defenses. To the north, you can see a mine. Mines are one of the Shaper's more useful inventions. They are mindless, immobile creations packed with essence. They tend to detect nearby Shapers and then explode. Some mines can't be removed safely. Other mines, like these, can be disarmed by a Shaper skilled in mechanics. Failure, however, can be disastrous. To try to disarm mine, select it. If your mechanic skill is high enough, it will be disarmed. Otherwise, you need to find a different route. One tip, if a mine is too difficult for you to disarm, it tends to send out more motes of energy. Okay, we don't need to give that guy iron anymore, so we'll just do that. Okay, so the highest I needed, it looks like it was... What do I have right now? It looks... I have 5 mechanics. Alright, so far, oh, no, I'm picking it. Forget it. What do I have to lose right now? Yeah, just pay attention to the motes of light that appear. Someone left a hastily written note on this old chest. Examine magic item, perhaps unfinished, infused with essence, needs analysis. Give to Stannis for examination in Radiant College. The note is unsigned and probably unread. The strange ring can absorb energy if it is in your pack at the right time. That power can improve the ring using the correct equipment. Okay, let me hang on to that then. Bat chitin. Alright, let me put this on instead, the chainmail vest. I don't like lowering my hit chance anyway. The exit from the tunnel is just ahead. You can smell fresh air and flowers. These barren mountains shouldn't have any flora like that. Then you were distracted by something even more off. Several cylindrical containers. They look like canisters with sides made of thick, carefully carved crystal. Most have been broken and emptied, but one is still intact. Inside, you see a glowing fluid. It swirls about under its own power. It is, in its own way, alive. You've never seen anything quite like this before. Shapers do make pods of charged essence that can heal or aid the user. Perhaps this is something like that. There's a tiny metal needle at the top of the canister. If you rest your palm on it, the essence will emerge and energize you. Whether the effect will be good or bad, though, you have no idea. Okay, so unlike... We already have protection, so I'm not going to use it. But I wasn't planning on using canisters anyway, because I heard that unlike the first game, using the canisters will actually have a negative effect on the ending you get, whatever ending you get. So I'm going to avoid using the canisters this time. But you can buy more magic and stuff like that from characters in the game anyway. So yeah, we're going to avoid the canister. But yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that because it will have a negative effect on your ending if you do use a lot of them. But if you want to experiment and see how it does affect your ending, you are more than welcome to do that. Okay, I know we didn't search the whole area there, but we actually didn't need to because it's just it's one of those where you can go different paths. You look around you, barely able to believe your eyes. What you are seeing should not exist. You see green grass, trees in the distance. You smell flowers and hear birds. Supposedly these mountains were barren and no shaper has succeeded in creating healthy life up here. This was a lie. It's also illegal. Someone in the high valleys has been doing shaping without the permission of the council. Major shaping with many new life forms being released into the wild. This is one of the greatest crimes a shaper can commit. Even if the results seem beneficial, releasing new life forms can cause unforeseen and horrible harm. One mistake, one rapacious creature, or a new disease, and devastation can result. You feel sick. Something huge is happening, and the people responsible are powerful. Yet as a shaper and a representative of the council, it is your job to investigate and act, whatever the cost. I'm gonna get one more there. Right. And I'm going to have 2 skill points left over, but that's okay. Because next level up, we'll need to continue boosting our magic. Sure. And I love Spellcraft because that bonus right there, each point gives you a 3% chance of your spells using fewer action points. That should be very, very handy right there. So yeah, I definitely want to take advantage of that. As bad as the situation seemed, it suddenly gets far, far worse. There has been a fight here not long ago. The blood on the pathway is still damp. There is a broken necklace in the grass, a leather thong with several fangs hanging from under it. It was snapped off someone's neck and crushed underfoot. Easily recognize it. You've seen it enough times. It was Shanti's. Shanti snuck out of Dry Peak and came ahead of you. Then she was attacked. Your mission here has become even more complicated. Now you will also have to rescue her. Worse and worse. You get a strange feeling when you step through this gate. For the first time in your life, you are outside of Shaper lands. The incredible power of your people doesn't extend here. These peaks are wild, rogue. Beyond the gate, some survivors to the west are waiting to greet you. They have weapons drawn, and they are neither subservient nor stupid. Their strange, empty eyes shine with hatred. Their leader raises his blade and says, "We have been sent to meet you. Any Shaper who steps through the free gate is bound to judgment. Shaper, your actions have been just, but the risk of allowing you through is too great. We are sorry, but you must die." The battle is joined by yet more armed survivals, wearing curved blades and dark robes. They run towards you. You start to worry. This many foes may make for a difficult fight. However, one of the dark robe survivals, when he gets close, says, "Shaper, we come to help you. Attack!" Then he turns to face your assailants. Now that the battle is done, the leader of the small band of survivors walks up to you. He is small but very strong, and he wields a steel blade with confidence. He looks up at you confidently and fortunately without hatred. He says, "Welcome to the Free Gate, Shaper. I am Brodus Blade. I've come here to protect you from ambush and to advise you. It is perilous here. If you continue to explore here in the improved regions, you should head north to Medab instead of west. Our leader, Learned Pinner, will give you a warmer greeting. I appreciate the help, but I do not take orders from survivors." Brodus Blade is not surprised by your attitude. It is unusual for a Shaper to listen to survivors, yes, but this is an unusual land. It may be hard to believe, but in Medab we can help. We ask your patience. Do you need to know anything before I return to safety? Where is Medab? To reach Medab, follow the road north. The improved lands can be perilous, but if you follow that road, you will be safe. Step off the path, and you will be in danger. Improved lands. Brodus Blade nods, and you can see a smile inside the shadows of his hood. The trees, the flowers, an improvement. Yes, you will see much more if we go north, which we should do soon. Who were those survivors that attacked me? They were from Rising, far to the west. That is a hostile place, run by a Shaper named Barzal. It is very dangerous, and you should be very wary if you decide to go west. Survivors up here are acting very strange. Brodus chuckles. You don't know the half of it. However, I suggest you be patient and speak to us a bit before you declare us rogue and scorch our lands. For all his experience in battle, Brodus seems a little naive. He said that someone named Barzal is in Rising. I am looking for Barzal. That may not be wise, but if you insist on meeting Barzal, I will not prevent you. Perhaps first, you should head north to Medab. Learned Pinner can tell you much which will help you prepare for your journey. What can you tell me about these woods? There are many rogues, not a surprise, of course. If you stay on the road, you will be safe. Stepping off the road can be very dangerous. I am tired and could use assistance. Rhoda thinks, I believe when these woods were being created, a small shapen outpost was set up nearby. Just northeast of the gate, I think. Perhaps you should look there. That may not be enough. If you want me to reach Madab safely, some supplies would help. Yes, Shaper, I understand. He removes the pod from a pouch at his side and hands it to you. This will help your wounds heal should you be attacked. Rosewade is impatient to head north, but he is willing to briefly delay his escape. Yes, Shaper, we should hurry before more Rising's warriors find us. I'm trying to find an agent named Shanti. I fear she is in great danger. Rose looks uncomfortable. I do not know what has happened to your agent. Perhaps Learned Pinner can help you. She is in Madab. You think that he is lying. He knows something. I want to know about Shanti now. I am sorry, Shaper. I have my orders. I promise I don't have any good answers, but Learned Pinner may know what you want to know. First, you must come to Madab. That is all the help I need. Yes, Shaper. I will now return to Madab. These woods are dangerous and more agents from Rising may be about. You might want to follow me north to the safety we offer. Watching the woods and keeping a sword at the ready, Rose Blade begins to march home. Yielding spores. As always, I always explore the whole area, except in the last area. It wasn't necessary because either one of those paths, one path will get you combat, while the other one is going to be based on your mechanic skill and stuff like that. So I just took the easy route. Revival chamber. Dab Road. Oh, these green ones are so annoying. I could have been using air shots right now. now you're terrified. What the heck? Oh, come on, that missed. Screw you. Screw you, too. Screw you and the stupid Terrify effect. Screw you and the stupid Terrify effect. Screw you and the stupid Terrify effect. Now I have to go back all the way over here and explore this whole area again. That road. Maybe I would be a little bit more effective if I just do this. When you return to Dry Peak, the mood of the town has changed. It's tense. Everyone is nervous, waiting to see how you will react to what you've learned about Agent Shanti. The guards watch you closely, knowing that there is nothing they can do to stop the Shaper. You have discovered that someone here, if not everyone, is guilty of a horrible crime against Shaper law. Illicit shaping has been taking place. Rogues are running around unchecked. It is up to you how to respond. The people must eventually submit to the Shapers. However, if you try to deal out any retribution here, they are prepared to defend themselves. Okay. Okay, so I can't sell any more there. I feel like I actually do need batons, so... So yeah, I can't sell any more to E-Lily, unfortunately, but... This might help me against those freaking, Lich in the area, though. Switch into a baton. Okay, took out that one. stupid terrify effect. Screw you and the stupid terrify effect. One more thing to kill these quickly. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, that actually helped me. Okay, so I should at least invest. Like, I know I keep going back and forth with that, but it would be helpful to not just stick with Firebolt here, because these are weak to physical attacks. And I do like to make sure an area is entirely cleared out. Yeah, I don't care about no Delish threatening me. Get out of here with that. Okay, so path there is fine. Like, I know I can definitely handle these Volish. It's just the freaking Terrify effect is so annoying. Eventually, we're going to have to level some of this, some of our base stuff. But our main focus is on the stuff that's, like, currently cheap. Screw the freaking Terrify effect. Screw the... Nope. They're gonna kill me, like, immediately if I don't... At least it doesn't last, like, several turns, but it is annoying as hell. Okay, good. Okay, these are very manageable with physical attacks over magic. But yeah, I probably should just hang on to some batons. I'm not sure if these are going to do me any good anymore, so I'll just sell them. Shaped boots. Go ahead and put those on. Now we don't need a limb. I want to hang on to that wand though, yeah. Okay, so we pretty much took care of all the monsters of Freegate. You meet another armed Servile. He keeps a lone vigil watching this barricade, a short blade hanging from his belt. The appearance of a Shaper understandably terrifies him, but he manages to not run. He bows to you nervously. His hands don't move near his sword. In fact, he's trying to move as little as possible. He says, "Hello, Shaper. I am Squib. I guard this barricade." "Why are you here?" "I'm here to watch the barricade. I run and warn Madab if anything from Rising comes to attack. It is very dangerous to the south and west, much more so the north. You have to be very careful that way. Did you not notice the Thralls that came to attack me?" "I didn't, I swear. I am easy to sneak past. I am alone. I do spend a lot of time in the bushes, though. Sleeping and hiding. They might have snuck by." "What is Madab?" "A town of free Serviles, home of the Awakened. Well protected. You will be welcome there." "Someone wants to attack Madab?" "There is war in these mountains. It is shameful. We have a place to be free, and we use it to tear ourselves apart. And Madab, learned Penner can tell you the whole story." "Who gave you Serviles permission to arm yourself?" He is genuinely confused. "Permission? We were attacked. No Shapers were here. We defended ourselves. All living creatures are allowed to defend themselves." "Have any agents passed here recently? Maybe one who was wounded?" "I haven't seen anyone, but I am easy to pass. I am alone and maybe not a very good guard." "What lies beyond beyond the barricade?" He looks to the west and shakes his head. "Oh, you shouldn't go there. That's where Rising is. There are lots of vicious Serviles out there. You would be in great danger." "Tell me about Rising." "It's a city far to the west. It is ruled by the cruel Barzal. He hates Madab and sends rogues to plague us. He wants total rebellion against all the Shapers." "How dangerous are these Serviles?" "Barzal has given them great strength. I'm sure you are stronger. You are a Shaper, but I would be careful." "Why are you so scared?" "The rogues, they're in the woods." He points to the north. "And the Serviles from Rising, they would kill me. If I see them, I run and warn Madab. I must be fast. If they catch me before I get there, I die." Lawbuck Canyon, can't say that intrigues me right now. Experimental Valley, yeah, we'll go there. Alright, I'm going to make sure the game is saved right here, but I'll see you all in the next part.